notes. Yeah. All right, Gilbert, the final walk. And I mean the final walk. Monica, did you say good morning to Mr. Gelman?
Good morning, Mr. Gelman.
Morning, Monica. So anyway, can't believe it. Regis doing his final walk. 28.5 years of the walk. Bye, New York.
You're not leaving New York.
Bye, trees.
You're just moving on.
Moving on. Big show today, huh?
Huge. Lots of surprises.
Oh, Gelman, you know, the surprises. I can't take any more surprises. Where are you coming up with this stuff?
It's a surprise.
People ask me every day, what's the surprise? I said, don't
Just
know.
sit back and enjoy.
He said, very secret. Good morning. Hello, how are you?
Excuse us.
Lady, how are you?
Hey, Regis.
Hi.
Hi, Regis.
There you go. Last time, knock on this door.
I'm beside myself. How are you?
Okay. This is it. This is our last journey down here together. Every morning I'll think about this, you know?
You
A
will?
few minutes before 9, sure. This was the highlight of the day, I think.
If you want, I can come over and walk you down the hall.
That would be nice once in a while. Help Regis down the whole way. Oh, my gosh.
Wait, one more thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, oh, you're building. Oh, I see. Oh, you're covering everything. Thanks for everything. It's been just great, right, Pippa?
Thank you for everything. I love you.
I love you, too.
Let's do it.
Okay, we're going to do it one more time.
For the last time together, live with Regis and Kelly. Here are Regis Philbin and Kelly Ripa.
Oh, my gosh. Hey! Oh, look at this crowd. Everybody you know is here. Bob Iger. Oh, Anthony. Thank you all. Thank you very much. Thanks, everybody. Come on over here. Come here. Thank you. Look at all these people. The Trumpster. Kathy Lee. Is she happy?
All for you.
And Abernathy's here. Look at this. Oh, well, thank you all very much. Thank you. Here we go. I'm around here.
Thank you.
You're in there.
Thank you.
Oh, boy, what an all-star audience we have here. Everywhere you look, there's another face that you know and love.
I dare say better looking than normal.
Yes. Tony Dent. Tony Danza loves me. What could be better than that? Anyway, thank you all for coming. This is just terrific. Gelman has produced this for 3 years now. And it's finally all working out, but I appreciate it. It's a special audience today. A lot of good friends and a lot of people we worked with over the years right here.
Yes.
So it's Friday, November 18th, 2011, the final show.
How do you feel?
I feel okay. I feel pretty good.
You do?
Well, I feel, you know, a little the weight of the whole thing, you know, the somberness of it all. And where's Regis going? Regis, oh no! Stop asking me!
I'm surprised you actually showed up because I saw you glurging down those Cosmos last night with proficiency.
I had one, yeah. We had a great time. We had a party last night at Valbella, downtown New York City, and a lot of people were there. And I thought it was a great party. A lot of people got up and said certain things.
Beautiful party.
You even jumped up there and had a few things to say, huh?
I can't remember. Listen, today is all about you, Regis. And
Really?
as you look around in our
what I
audience, like you said, your closest friends and family and your staff through the years and special VIPs and invited guests who have been a part of your life for
Where's
the past
one VIP?
28
Show me,
years.
show me. VIP. Where
They're all
are
in
they?
the front row to the left. and
Tony
to the
Dance
right.
is the biggest name here. Who else you got here?
Incidentally, Donald Trump is furious at that statement.
I know the Trumpsters
On
here.
our show today, we're going to hear about your life as you reflect in your own words. And we will also hear from Joy, Joanna, and JJ. And we will even get to hear the infamous honeymoon story. Which you promised me.
I promise, we
10
promise.
years ago, you told me on your last day you would tell me the honeymoon
and
story.
look, don't get very excited because it's not that much.
Well, it's a short story.
Okay.
Plus, we've got some special tributes and lots of surprises. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
It's time to get down to business. Regis, you're a true original. You are one of a kind. There is nobody else like you on the planet. And yet many of us feel the need to do Regis. Many of us have the urge to impersonate Regis. Many of us yearn to learn the art of being Regis. Take a look.
Are you ready for this?
Are you ready for this?
Yeah, that's how I learned to do it. This is the formula I came.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
That's the first word.
You can do this at home, but not without parental supervision.
Anyway, are you ready for this? And then you burst. So anyway, you ready for this? Are you ready for this? I'm sitting down with the wife at our reserved table because I'm a big star, and we're behind this pole. We can't see the band. Anyway, are you ready for this? Gelman's over there. Can the bar tell a story? I guess not. That's all that thing in there doing this and going like that.
But you've got a different approach, and I kind of appreciate your approach.
Yeah.
Dana Carvey was a little too shrill. I don't get that excited.
I get into the pathos of being you.
Exactly the word I need these days.
The
yes.
human side, because the way that I play them on
Yeah.
here is I keep trying to say something, and something bizarre interrupts me.
She got kicked off American Idol, and this girl is good. I mean, she could have been the next Sarah Vaughan.
I don't know who that is, Regis. Who is that?
Really, you know, the secret to doing Regis is just barking. I hate to say it. It's like, you got it right? Oh,
This isn't the Ben Affleck I know. Tell me once. Come on. Make me feel it all.
I'm like, I know. Think you got it?
Is he doing me, John? Am I doing you? Of course I'm doing you. That couple thinks he's me. Wait a second. I can't stop doing it.
Did you do a Regis impersonation?
Sometimes when I'm just backstage, I can talk like Regis. You're doing a movie with Queen Latifah.
Your party started at 7.
Yes.
And I got there at 5 to 7.
And there
You
was-
didn't have your jacket on.
Nobody was there.
No one was there, and you looked at me and said, all right, you're here now. My question is, how many minutes do you have to stay?
Now listen, kids. Barney is going to do an impersonation of your best friend, Regis. Barney, I can't believe you're here in New York.
That's good, Barney.
I had dinner in Connecticut at Melbella with Trumpster, freaking Fidelli, and guess who was there?
Who? Big Daddy.
Neil Sedaka.
I've sung with Regis.
You have?
Before, yeah, absolutely.
On stage?
Yeah, before. We've done like little things together. There's nothing like, you get Regis to sing Milkshake.
Oh my, no, you
My
did not.
milkshake brings all the girls to the yard.
And then he shakes that booty. It's crazy.
Look what's happening to Reeves.
Don't know if you saw his profile on 60 Minutes. It was incredible. He knows how to win. He's going to take Notre Dame all the way this year.
We did the Regis. We have a show. He hasn't even been on the air. He's not on the air.
That's it.
We're on the air.
That's it.
We can't make it.
That would be great if you were like, it's about dinosaurs, and all of a sudden they travel through space, and it's like, no.
Honest to God, do I talk like that?
All right, I'm trying to act like Regis.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello, Gail?
Yes.
Gail, Regis Philbin here with Kelly Ripa.
Hello!
You're on the air.
Do you call people yourself and ask them like if
I do
it's
some
something
now and then,
you
yeah.
really want?
Yeah, I
Yes.
pretend I'm Regis.
You do? Oh.
I go, Queen Latifah, it's me, Regis.
Good boy. I gotta talk to you. You gotta come on the show. Jimmy Fallon's show, you gotta go up. Every guy that does me sounds like that. That's not Regis.
Is that Regis? That's at some point.
Sounds like you.
Oh,
At some point.
sounds like Ben Affleck trying to be me. This is a line made famous on your Saturday Night Live by Dana Carvey.
See,
so many
Dana
years ago.
established how to do
You began doing me on Saturday Night Live. And you created a phrase that people think came from me.
Right.
It didn't come from me. I'm out of control. Never came from me.
Well, if you can believe it, in those days, people said, well, what's there to do with Regis? There's nothing to do an impression of. There's nothing there.
Right.
So I had to find something. So basically, what I do with all my impressions is I take liberties. So with you, mostly it's kind of like this. You're down low like this. And then it just felt like you wanted to spring like a tiger and say, I'm out of control.
Out of control.
Out of control.
I'm out of control. I'm out of control. We're out of control.
You can't be Regis because I'm Regis too.
I'm out of control. I'm out of control.
You know what, Regis? I gotta say this. I'm out of control.
I'm out of control.
I'm out of control.
I'm out of control.
Out of control.
I'm out of control.
I'm out of control.
Out of control.
We're out of control.
Out of control.
She's out of control.
I'm out of control.
Well, Joe, you have to close your eyes. Okay. Now just tell me what this makes you feel like, right?
I'm out of control.
You know, it's very tiring being Regis.
It's exhausting.
Oh, it's exhausting.
Hey, Regis, somebody wanted to come by the show today to wish you well, so please welcome New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg.
Nice to see you.
Welcome.
You are in control? I saw in the papers you weren't yesterday when you fell off the bike.
That's right.
But you know, you have been New York City's biggest fan for 28 years, and I just wanted to come and tell you, New York feels the same way about you.
I appreciate that. I love New York, and I'm glad to make it a part of my show.
Well, you've shared our city with viewers across the country, and many of them come here to be in the studio audience. And while it's sad to see you move on, the good news is at least Kelly can now fly by herself.
That's right. At last. Look how happy she is.
She seems ecstatic. But whatever you do, I hope you'll do it in New York City.
Thank you very much. They all try to do that. That'd be nice.
You know, we have been working very hard to get jobs for thousands of people. And so I stayed up all last night trying to find a job for you on the computer.
I love this.
Great.
My mayor.
I've come up with some things for you. Next, let me show you what they...
Sure.
One thing is, no one knows the streets of New York City better than you.
Right.
So why don't you be a cab driver?
I like that. That's good.
No one knows great food in New York City better than you. So
that.
what about your dream job of working at Gray's Papaya?
That's the best. The best.
Now, it's true you love the Yankees. Spring training is only 6 weeks away.
Look at that guy.
So in shape.
He's everywhere.
Okay, now, you've always been a heartthrob. Eat your heart out, Marky Mark.
That's it. Look at those abs, Mayor. Right here, baby.
And you've got not just a pretty face, you've got musical talent as well.
Oh. I tried that once. It was good. I was big.
But if all else fails...
Yes, Mayor.
You know, New York City is going to be electing a new mayor in just 2 years. How about it?
I love it. I did what the Bible did. That's awfully nice.
Now, I did bring something for you today.
I hope so.
Yeah, I know.
Waiting here, waiting, showing me pictures.
It's not worth a lot on eBay.
It's not worth a lot.
It's not. If I'd known about your retirement with enough notice, I would have brought an expensive returnable gift. But so I brought this instead.
I'll appreciate that.
Because I want to make sure you always remember that this is your hometown. On behalf of 8.4 million New Yorkers, to a kid from the Bronx, I want to give you the key to the city.
Oh, boy. Look at this, Pickle.
That's incredible.
Look at that.
That's incredible.
Isn't that a beauty?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thanks so much. Thank you both. Good luck, appreciate it.
Kelly.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you so much.
Mayor Bloomberg, everybody.
More special tributes, surprises, and next we're going to hear from Joy, Joanna, and JJ. You're not going to want to miss it. Well deserved. All the kids.
Thank you all very much. You all did grow up beautifully.
You know, Joy Joanna and JJ Philbin have been joining Regis on the air since his days at AM Los Angeles. So we asked them and JJ's husband, Michael Shore, to share some of their favorite memories. Take a look at this.
I remember.
Just in case you missed it during the tease,
I hope you missed it.
is my wife Joy. Our producer thought it might be cute if she was to join us today while Sarah's on vacation, and so here we are being cute.
Regis was nervous about making this big transition, this big jump to New York City especially. Plus, he had a new show, and he was excited about the idea, but he knew, you know, he had to be good.
But aren't you excited about going to New York?
Yeah.
Didn't sound too enthusiastic.
I was 10 years old when our parents called us in and told us that we would be moving to New York, but they didn't actually tell us we were going to be moving.
We kind of set it up like this is going to be a big adventure, and we're going to live in this wonderful city with tall buildings and a lot of new things to see.
We weren't fooled. We burst into tears, and I remember us running back to our room and just sobbing hysterically, and they followed us in and they said, no, we're not going to go anywhere. Don't worry, we're going to stay right here. And I think 6 months later, we were there. We were gone.
When we first moved to New York, my parents brought us on TV to talk about our adjustment. I remember sitting there on a sofa with Dr. Ronald Raymond, I think his name was. He was a transitional psychologist.
How do you feel about it, Jen?
Well, I miss my class and I miss my pet rat because Joanna got to bring her pet and I didn't get to bring mine.
You couldn't bring the rat.
Does New York City need another rat?
In 6th grade, I was terrified of my teacher, and I would get sort of like panic attacks before having to go to school, and so my dad decided that this was great material. And I said, Dad, what if she sees this? And he said, oh, no, she'll never. And of course, the day afterwards, she called me over, and I think I got detention.
When Joy eats a lamb chop, this lamb chop is totally devoured. The bones are clean enough to hang in your kitchen.
I don't think you have to tell.
I say, Ernie,
I don't remember this.
the wife's a little hungry. I didn't know how to tell Ernie Bogdan that my wife wants his lamb chops. But Ernie caught on. And he said, oh, you want the lamb chops? Sure, be my guest. So I put them over here on her dish, and as I was thanking Ernie Bogdan, I looked back, there were 4 bones. Clean as a whistle.
Well, the next day I'm walking down the street, and this guy said to me at the stoplight, oh, I know you. Yeah, you're a real chow hound, aren't you?
Now, you're not offended about that, are you?
Oh, no. I think it's a very flattering thing to be
Listen,
told.
they say that a woman with a good big appetite, you know what that means, Joy?
We backpacked for like 2 weeks.
And the backpack was something. How much did it weigh?
Like 60 pounds.
60 pounds. And how
You
many?
might as well have been pregnant. Shoot.
Bite your tongue.
The first time I met Regis was at a movie premiere in New York City. The first thing he ever told me was that I should play Gelman in the movie version of the show. Which I think is a compliment. Right, Gelman?
Gelman used to babysit the two of you. Gelman remembers.
Yeah, sure. You can
What
attest
was
to
the
that.
game you played with them, Gelman?
I don't remember.
Some magic games. Some magic
Yeah,
games.
what game
The
was
Ouija
that?
board.
The Ouija board.
Oh yeah, I did the Ouija board.
Gelman put a little dunce hat on. They believed he was the wizard, you know.
You don't realize until you're sitting in that chair how difficult it is what he does. That's when I realized how talented he really is.
Well, I remember some of my favorite stories, of course, are the ones where Regis goes on the air the next morning and tells everybody that he did something really dumb the night before. And, you know, when he gets out that diagram and the charts and all that, it just puts me on the floor. I love that. It really makes me laugh.
And you get out over here and you continue going down Lake Avenue.
Yes.
And then suddenly there is a great big building over here. And
That would be the hospital. Right? There's a good clue. Okay.
Aren't you smart?
That you are always confused about places and addresses and times. And all the years that I've known you, starting with the night we were married, you have never known where you're going. I promised Regis that I won't say what he did, but getting lost is always a part of wherever we go.
The two of them have a perfect marriage, as far as I can tell. They love each other and drive each other crazy in exactly the ways that I hope that JJ and I love each other and drive each other crazy for the rest of our lives together.
Joy! Oh, no! Oh, my God! No! Hi, Reed.
I said, well, what are you going to do? This was when he first announced that he was going to leave the show. What are you going to do? And he said, oh, I don't know. I think I'll hang out with you.
He will definitely drive my mother nuts. I think he's going to miss the studio audience. I think he's going to miss Kelly. I think he's going to miss the staff. But he'll always be working. You know, that's one thing that I know because it's so much of who he is.
But if he's not happy, then I'm not happy. And I'm afraid he's not going to be happy if he stays home too long.
Can you say hi? Say hi, Empa. That's pretty good.
Say congratulations, Ampa.
See you soon.
Yeah.
Say, Sarah, this is a baby, see? All right, say bye-bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye-bye.
I remember.
There they are.
I thought it only happened to me that my kids grew up.
Yeah.
Yours did too.
Yours before you know it.
I know. Next, it's the moment I certainly have been waiting for.
Oh.
We will finally hear the honeymoon story.
Come on, I'm ready. I'm ready right now. Let's go.
Don't go away. Very important.
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. Is that happening?
It's better be good. Regis has always shared his life on this show, but there's one story he has refused to talk about all these years, and it is what happened on the honeymoon. This is the moment I personally have been waiting for. Regis and Joy, please tell us what happened, but really, Joy, tell us what happened.
I get first crack at this, right?
You get first crack.
Are you sure this is okay, Regis? Because
Yes,
I have been muzzled for about 30 years,
Because
right?
you got to tell it right.
Okay,
See,
I'm
ahead.
going to try and tell it right. We were married, lovely, lovely wedding, except that it was a terrible, terrible rainy day. I mean, the heavens opened up, and of course it was a bad omen, I thought. So we leave the reception, we get into the car, and Regis had said to me, this is a surprise. I'm not going to tell you where we're going. And I thought, how romantic. I'm okay with that. So we get in the car, and, you know, we're trying to see where we're going. It's dark, it's raining.
Raining,
And
very hard.
I said, so can you tell me now where we're going? And he said, you'll see. And I waited another 5 miles, and I said, okay, can you tell me now where we're going? Because we look like we're going to the beach. And he looked at me, and he could see that there was no way out of this, that he was going to have to say, I have no reservations, is what he said. No? Really? That's what. So we drove down the Pacific Coast Highway. Where's my camera? Is it there? So we're driving down the Pacific Coast Highway, and we see a neon sign. I said, quick, drive in. Maybe that's a motel. It was a Dupar's restaurant.
You can't beat
You know where
Dupar's.
Dupar's? It's like a coffee shop. So thank God they were open, and we went in, and we ordered a glass of wine, and Regis found a fireplace, and we sat down, and he said, so, what's wrong with this? Isn't this nice?
No time for me, huh? All right. That's basically the story. But I got confused. You know, I made reservations for up in Carmel, Frank Gifford. What's that place? Trumpster, where they play golf up in Carmel.
Pebble Beach.
Pebble Beach, beautiful Pebble Beach. We had a cottage, the whole
little
thing.
far, right?
But I thought I was going to drive there that day. Never made it.
That night.
That night, yeah.
At 10 o'clock.
Anyway, we did okay.
Yes.
I'm glad it worked out.
We did.
Yes, it worked out.
I hope that story lived up to all the...
Yes, it did.
Well, we'll talk during commercial break. There's more of our farewell celebration when we return.
Could happen to anybody. Anybody could get confused.
I thought there was going to be a night.
Monday on Live, join Kelly in welcoming Jerry Seinfeld as her co-host, as well as actor Jason Segel.
University of Notre Dame honors Notre Dame alumnus Regis Philbin, who's retiring from his television show. And here it is, the greatest of all university fight songs, the Notre Dame Victory March.
Thank you very much.
For 28 years, millions of viewers have had the great fortune of starting their day with you. For 11 years, I have had the great fortune of starting my day sitting next to you. Regis, you took this soap actress and plopped her behind a desk with you and made her your host chat partner in crime, and my life was forever changed. The viewers and I have a little something we wanted to tell you. Please take a look.
Okay.
You're better than the best. I'm lucky just to linger in your life. Cooler than the flip side of my pillow. That's right. Completely unaware. Nothing can compare to where you send me. Lets me know that it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. In the moments when my good times start to fade, you make me smile like the sun, fall out of bed, sing like a bird, dizzy in my head, spin like a record, crazy on a Sunday night. You make me dance like a fool, forget how to breathe, shine like gold, buzz like a bee. Just the thought of you can drive me wild. Oh, you make me smile.
Where is the love?
I'm going to be done. I refuse. Absolutely done.
I love you big time. Look at me like a man.
Be a man!
What do you mean you're totally new?
I mean, I don't have anything on.
Regis' mom. I missed you.
Yeah.
You make me smile like the sun, fall out of bed, sing like a bird, dizzy in my head, spin like a record, crazy on a Sunday night. You make me dance like a fool, forget how to breathe, shine like gold, buzz like a bee. Just the thought of you can drive me wild. Oh, you make me smile. Don't know how I live without you, 'cause every time that I get around you, I see the best of me inside your eyes. You make me smile. You make me dance like a fool, forget how to breathe, shine like gold, buzz like a bee. Just the thought of you can drive me wild. You make me smile like the sun, fall out of bed, sing like a bird, dizzy in my head, spin like a record, crazy on a Sunday night. You make me dance like a fool, forget how to breathe, shine like gold, buzz like a bee. Just the thought of you can drive me wild. Oh, you make me smile. You make me smile. Oh, you make me smile. You make me smile. Oh, you make me smile.
Very nice. Very.
Thank you, John Ogle.
A little long, but okay.
I wrote a little speech.
Oh my God.
I just have something to say, and it goes against the grain of everything you've ever taught me to never write anything down and speak from the heart. But how many steps does it take to change the course of a person's day? I happen to know that it is 43 exactly. I've had the privilege of walking 43 steps with you from my dressing room to the studio floor 5 days a week for the past 11 years, except for when you have off on Fridays. And Fridays and Mondays in the summer. On that journey of 43 steps, you are all mine, and I have an unspoken understanding with you that you will stop in front of dressing room 1 and shout at the top of your lungs, "Oh yeah, Harrison Ford, take a look at what I get every day, whether I want it or not." And God love him, I swear to God, Harrison Ford has no idea who I am.
Or me.
And the journey continues past our security task force, which consists of Ishak and Michelle, and you say, "Don't even look at her! Don't even look at her!"
She's
They
too
are
beautiful to be looked at.
never looking at me. But the point is, you always want to make me feel like $1 million. Always. And I know that's what all of that screaming is about. And so, as I was reflecting, and we were taking our final 43 steps together, I thought back to our first 43 steps, and I was terrified. I was absolutely filled with fear. And you grabbed my hand, and we walked down the hallway. We came out the door, and the audience leapt to their feet, and they were cheering and screaming, and you did something for me. I've never told you this, but you pulled me in and you said, "You see that, sweetie? That's all for you. All these people are here for you."
Well, they were. All my children.
It wasn't true. It wasn't true. But what I wanted to say was that your light is what shined around all of us and made us look so bright for so long. And as you go forward, I'm thinking about the people at home who are suffering from cancer and who are a nursing mother who's been up all night feeding her baby.
Yeah.
And the little boy who's taking a math test and he's afraid to go to school, so he stays home, and he watches you and your story makes him feel better. And so I look forward to the next 43 steps, and may they fill you with the joy that you've filled all of us with for all of these years.
Listen to this. Oh, my gosh. That's very sweet. Thank you, honey. Thank you.
Still ahead, more surprises and a special tribute.
The surprises continue all next week with Kelly.
Regis has been part of the entertainment industry for over 50 years. He's logged over 16,000 hours on television. That's almost 1 million minutes on air.
Good old Regis.
Here on Live, he's given us 28 seasons of laughter.
28 and a half.
28 seasons of memories. How do we say thank you?
That's what I'm wondering.
Moments so dear. 995,600 minutes. How do you measure a career? In laughter, in stories, in headlines, in cups of coffee, in mornings, in smiles with memories so dear. In 995,600 way that he lives. Sing out, sing out, though the story never ends. Let's celebrate these 28 years of a life full of friends. Remember now,
More surprises in a moment.
Hey, we want to thank the amazing cast of Rent from the New World stages in New York City. That was really beautiful. And the Regis farewell celebration continues.
Who could this be?
A very special guest here with a message for the man of the hour. Please welcome the president and chief executive officer of the Walt Disney Company.
Oh, he's still here.
Oh,
okay.
Regis, the outpouring has been incredible, hasn't it?
It really has.
And I don't think it's about admiration or appreciation.
You don't?
Really, it's about love. It
Oh,
really
love.
is about
Okay, I'll
love.
take that.
You're difficult. And I know I'm here representing the company to express a lot of appreciation, but it really comes from the bottom of my heart. I've been here almost 40 years. You've been here almost 30. And it has been a true pleasure to consider you a colleague and a friend, and I thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Now,
look at this stuff.
I have a gift for you, but
gift?
this is not a gift that you can take with you. I'm sorry, we're a little cheap here.
In other words, the gift stays here?
It does stay here.
What kind of a gift is that?
Well, I know that we're never going to forget you. You'll be remembered by all of the people who work for you and all of the people who have watched you. But I wanted something special just to make sure people didn't forget, to remind everyone who walks into this building, everyone who walks past this building, just what you have meant to this place and to all of us.
Oh, how nice.
And so on the side of the building, we are going to install a plaque. It's the first time we've ever done this.
Yeah. Oh, there it
With
is.
your name and your face.
Oh, I love the
Thank you,
plaque.
Regis. Thank you.
That's nice, Bob. That's a great idea. I love it. Bob Iger, everybody. The president.
Your final
Thank you
words?
for that plaque out there. Isn't that nice?
Final words.
When we come back, Regis says farewell.
I know you want to say a few words.
Yeah, this is the time to say goodbye to everybody. I wanted to thank our staff, our crew, the Prop House guys, where it all started for me years ago. My producers, Gelman, and of course my lovely co-hosts over the years. You know, this was the last chance I had of this business, to make it here in New York. And I came back a little bit late in my life to make it all work. I guess it was fate that it would happen this way, and it did. 28 and a half years, and we've had a wonderful show and a great time. And now the show continues with Kelly. Some people ask, why has the show stayed on so long? And I think it's answered to me every time people tell me why they watch it. They watch it, they say, because it makes them feel better. And it can't get better than that. It makes them happy, and I'll never be able to top that. And I'll never be able to answer all of the cards and letters and messages that have poured in, especially in the last few weeks, but I'll always remember spending these mornings with all of you. So thank you very much for these great years together. God bless you all, and I hope I see you again real soon. Thanks, everybody. Peppa, here we go.
This show was produced in Nickelodeon Studios at Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida.